Hi, have you been searching for a business idea that you should run with in a time like this? In this video, I'll be sharing with you a business idea I am too sure that after watching this video, you'll be able to implement. Who am I? My name is unyimeus and I help young people build businesses around their gift and their passion. In this fast-paced world, what you need as a business idea is something you can implement immediately, something that can generate income. So the business idea I want to unveil to you is something, number one, you already have a technical know-how of it. Number two, you've already served some people the product or the service and they are happy. And number three, you can generate today, as I am talking to you, the marketing materials like the testimonials, like the videos and all that, because you've actually served some people. So what it simply means is that what I am about to hand over to you is something you will immediately implement and start running. Now you are looking at me and wondering, who are you to be telling me that there's a business idea that has always been with me and I have not taken advantage of it? Well, it's simple. The reason I am bold enough to talk that way is because 19 years plus ago, a young man said the same thing to me. I didn't believe him, but when I began to take action on the things he shared with me, my life changed. Now in Uniport back then, we had this course that everybody had to take. It's GS 101. It meant that we had to leave our engineering campus and go to the campus where this course was held, which is the Abuja campus. 7 a.m. was the time we have to actually be in school. Like you have to be seated before. Some people by 6:40, 6:30, they were already seated. The challenge was that we had to move from our campus and wherever we were staying to that campus. And when you look at the entire engineering, mechanical, electrical, civil, environmental, petroleum, the entire engineering year one students have to move to that place. So it was like an exodus. The biggest challenge with that was that all the bikes were being scrambled for, all the taxis were scrambled for, and you would watch people literally jump into the window of the bus. This kept happening every 7 a.m. that we had this class. One of those days, shockingly, there was this young guy that while we were struggling to join the bus, struggling to enter the taxi, struggling to climb a bike, like 2-3 people will even struggle to jump on one bike just to get to that class. This young man, he had chartered a taxi, and this taxi would just take him past all of us and the crowd that were standing in the park looking for the next vehicle that is coming so that they can scramble as usual. He will pass on a chartered taxi to the class, and then the taxi will come back and pick him. So in one of those days of waiting, somebody now said, that one, in Shakara too much. Father in no get, mama in no get, and he's living like a senator's son in this school. And if you know Uniport, how expensive it is to live large in Uniport back then, I don't know now. So when that guy made that statement, I made up my mind, I will find that guy and learn from him what he knows that makes him live like a senator's son in this same University of Port Harcourt. So one of those days, I bumped into him after the class and I told him, there's something I want to learn from you. I got to find out that, you live like a senator's son in this school, and the information I had is that, money does not come from home. He smiled and said, okay, let's have an appointment. So we fixed an appointment. Dearly beloved, that day something happened. When we met in that place, the first thing he did was to throw a question at me. What's the population of University of Port Harcourt? And I didn't know. And I felt like there is no point trying to calculate my head for something I've never really thought about. So I told him, I don't know. And he looked at me and said, you are not interested in money. He now said, there are 40,000 students in University of Port Harcourt, both the ones school have admitted and the ones that have admitted themselves. Your job is to make sure that 0.01% of that pays you 1,000 naira. Now, when you talk about 0.01%, as an engineering student, I already known that that's 40 people. And that means 1,000 by 40 people is 40,000. I started smiling. I started feeling like, wow, that the money was in my hands. Why? My pocket money from home then highest was 5,000. If you could push a little harder, 7,500, and 10,000 was a miracle. So when somebody is telling me that I will actually own 40,000 of my money in school back then, it meant a lot. The place I was staying was a self-content, and this self-content, my rent at this self-content was 35,000, and somebody is telling me I can have more than my rent every single month. Wow, it blew my mind away. So I was excited about the 40 kulele. I was excited and willing to fantasize what I would have done, where I would have gone and all that. It was as if somebody hit me on the head. Boom, boom, boom. Wake up, wake up. What will you do in this same school environment that somebody will pay you 1,000 naira for? So he knew what I was thinking, and he now smiled and said, I know what you're thinking. What will you do? And he now asked me the next question, which unlocks our business idea. What's our business idea? The question he asked that day. What did he ask me? He said, what have you been doing for people for free that they are happy about, that they come back to you again and again, and they also refer people to you? When he asked that question, I first of all said nothing. And then I doubted the thing that, I do for people for free, that they call me back again and again, because it didn't look like it. Just like you now, as I'm coming closer to what I want to unveil, you are like, that can't be it. Yes, it is. It is it. So I told him, well, I do research for people when they want to do their assignment, their 10 paper projects. I go on internet, I do those research for them, I arrange them, and then probably print them out if they need printout. And it's nothing. I told him it's nothing. And he said, this is what I want you to do if you want to make that 40,000. The next time somebody you've actually served before request for another 10 paper, another project, another assignment, tell him it's 1,000. I felt like I wouldn't pay 1,000 to somebody, in all honesty, because I'm like, there's nothing there. Is it not? That same attitude you are just having right now. Is it not? Believe me, I was just sitting there, and it was like it was like a miracle. Somebody very close to me, in fact, my brother called me and he said to me, please, there is this assignment that I need you to, he didn't finish when I said 1,000. Now, I didn't think, by that time I have been programmed to put a fee on what I do for free. Now, what's the business idea? What's the business idea I'm recommending to you? The business idea I'm recommending to you is from what you have been doing for people around your vicinity for free. It doesn't look like anything for you, but what it simply shows you that if you've done it for people for free for a while, it points to the fact that there are people that are charging for it. There are people that have built a business around it. So I want you to move from the free to putting the framework of a business around that thing. It's nothing. I help people select what they will wear for occasions, and I do it. I love doing it, and I mean, should I charge for that? You can build a business around it. I just help my aunties and people around me to go to the market because they are busy. Yes, you do it for free. You can actually build a business around it. Look, that thing that you are talking about is something that, number one, you would agree with me that you already have the technical know-how, that, like I said from the beginning. Number two, you will also agree with me that you can pinpoint 1, 2, 3 persons you've actually done it for that are happy. And number three, if you ask those people for referrals, testimonials right now, they will actually give you. So your business idea that I want you to implement as you finish watching this video is that thing that you have been doing for people for free. It is time to build a business around it. When we all jump on Facebook and we talk about Facebook a lot, Facebook was something he did for free in his school. He wanted that connection between the school people, communication around. But today, he has built a business around it. If you are having a challenge thinking of how do I, the framework, how do I build a business around that gift, around that passion, this is what I want you to do. Reach out. I will leave an email on the description below. Reach out and say, I want to know how to build a business around this. And you tell me what you do. It's not free, but we will have a free consultation to guide you. Then, if you qualify for our training, if you qualify for us to work with you, we will take you through the process of building a business around it. Listen, a lot of people have turned that thing that they do for free, they do happily, they do joyfully, into a business, and I want you to do so. If you like this video and also you're looking forward to other videos that we make that has to do with this, please like and subscribe. Finally, go to Google and type that thing and see if there are people making millions, if there are people making billions from it. Thank you very much.